This cast?
I was gonna go with the stick.
Okay. Wow.
The fact that you laughed at that is even worse.
I mean,
that is my mum's favourite joke. Just for
remind me to never meet your mum. I mean, that's crazy.
She's like part of the creation of this, so I don't know what you expected. Like,
I don't know. I feel like
both
everything
of them
that has
have
to
to
do
be
with
bad
you, I
people.
just get instantly disappointed. I can't lower my expectations further, but I'm still disappointed.
Yeah, no, it's it's a classic joke. It's a joke that anybody who's English has definitely heard. If they haven't, I don't know where they live, like maybe under a rock, because it is like just.
Have you ever
commonly known.
actually seen anyone living under a rock? I feel like it's something you say, right? But I don't know.
Patrick Star.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
I totally
Get
forgot about
wrecked.
it.
Good old SpongeBob.
Yeah, honestly, the saying should from now on be like, you must have lived under a pineapple. That makes even less sense. Oh, now they have to restart again because Down bought. We will actually stay here until we die. Until we get
as long as I take
dropped
everyone
into a
with me,
volcano.
that's fine.
Yeah, okay. It's true.
I feel like that's something I'd quite like to do. Okay, yeah, he needs to restart. There we go.
Restart. Admin, you have to restart. Needed. Restart. No money for Down. No. Molo. Oh, why would you say no Molo? What?
Oh, look,
Yeah,
bait
okay,
or maybe
bait or
not. Oh.
For sure, that's
Wait.
not a bait.
Well, no, because unless he bought an incendiary and a decoy.
Oh, that's actually true.
That's the
That
only
still
way
doesn't even add up. Oh yeah, on
Yeah,
City
it
side, that is true.
Yeah, 600 plus the 50. So unless he did that, which I don't think he did, he bought Kevlar. So maybe it's just
I'm telling you, put it on. No, we are 4B.
This is just awful. Can we please fix it?
But I mean, I don't think he was baiting, to be honest. I don't know what he bought, but it just felt like that's something he just wrote by accident.
Maybe. I don't know. Would you put your incendiary on Stown? I'd want him having Kevlar. I think he's gonna be the one hitting the headshots.
Yeah.
I want somebody else holding the incendiary. I don't know who. I'm not gonna state the fact that.
Let's hope he buys Julies in a kit.
Julie in a kit. That is a great strategy. It worked
I
for
didn't
Jerry.
even mention it, right? But I swear, Jerry, he just told me it's so insane. I didn't even.
Well, he
mention
just
it.
came up to you and was like, "Bro, Julie's in a kit."
Yeah, this is the new meta. No, he didn't. Let's see. Okay, he didn't buy
did
a Molo.
put Kevlar. Lies. Either they changed the buy, in which case ban him.
I swear I put the Molo on B. It's pretty crazy. 5 Kevlars though, and a single decoy.
I'm just going up for the straight-up aim battles versus Virtus.pro. 3 players over towards the B site early on, and a bit of utility purchased up for VP, and well, with no Molotov there, we're going to see the smoke thrown over. A little bit of a fake throw now. They're actually going to go back towards the A site, and already the rotation has actually been pulled from Stown. He's going to be caught over towards that arch position, and because of that, that leaves one player actually within the site. Now, Stown has a chance to pincer back in, but the fact is there's so much for Torben to be doing here on the site. He manages to find one, looking for a little bit more, but will eventually be overwhelmed, and now the push back in from Stown, but he's caught by Pasha, leaving the rotators to try and get back in. Of course, there's no kit to be had. They have to just try and find these picks. We are going to see the plant to the back of site, which could actually work out if they manage to get a player into the apartments, and Pasha just tears off the head of 2, leaving Refresh alone. Virtus.pro, it almost seemed like they were playing with their food there. They had a strategy from the get-go, and it worked.
It more than just worked. That was actually legitimately insane. I rate that. Virtus.pro.
You stealing that one?
Yeah, for sure. I already did, man. But, I mean, we talked about this already in the other games. The T-pistol on Inferno is usually fairly easy to win. And, yeah, I mean, this pistol round was legitimately lit, but...
well, maybe if it was lit with a Molotov, then they would have won it.
Can I go home?
Not yet. Not until this series is done. Well, even then, you're going back to the hotel.
You're going back in prison.
I want to go back. No, already 3 players, or now 2, stacked in towards the app's position. Already a couple of early kills going the way, but done a lot of damage to these CT players. That CZ is going to become more deadly, and Dragonfly playing up close has the ability to sort of trade with Torben, who is up above.
All these players are low, though.
Yeah, Pasha. Well, he's going to be the only one, and he loses his life anyway. 1 bullet will do enough, and in fact, into the head of Neo anyway. Now Bialy is the only man left alive. Both players waiting just around this corner, and he spots the player running away, and that baits in the position of Refresh. 1-1, straight bounce back from Fragsters.
Can you say his name?
Who?
The guy that just was insane.
Torben?
The whole thing.
Torben Iorden.
Iorden.
How am I supposed to be saying it?
Obviously, it's not I in Danish, man.
What is it then?
It's E. Yeah.
So is it Torbeen E or
no,
D?
No, because that's an E, not an I. Torbeen! Mr. Bean. No, but that was a sick round, to be honest. I rate that. He's going in my all-star lineup.
What all-star what lineup?
Yeah,
just
them all. Just them all.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So if you were building a phase, Mr. Torben would be in there.
5 times.
Okay, that's I don't agree.
One of them would be Thor, the other would be Ben, and then there's I. Very interesting. Yeah, E. And then
get it right, God.
Yeah. And then Auden, and then the last one would be Star Drive.
Okay. I think that's the company name, Star Drive. CT side,
Star Drive.
They've managed to get themselves the bomb, and it's only going to be pistols.
Yeah.
Other than the 1 AK that's been retrieved by Pasha. Stack's unable to connect the shots and eventually is shut down, and now Pasha's position somewhat null and void. A few seconds and he could have had a chance to pincer in onto the player up above. Will be spotted out, manages the first, but there's already multiple players wrapping in onto his position. Obviously not wanting to give him an individual fight, but Stam will be waiting round the corner and instantly decapitates Pasha, leaving the T's without a force buy win, and the CTs with a chance to build up some money.
Pretty clever from Stam there to just hold an angle, but hold an off angle. So you could see it. Pasha was trying to jiggle peek the mid, then he just disregarded the angle that Stam was on, and Stam, there's no way he could lose that fight even if he missed 5 bullets. So it's really, really nice. Well played by Fragsters. I'm not entirely sure actually how they managed to get the bomb in Arch, but it's really nice. It's looking like, you know, they lose the pistol, but winning the second round is almost just as good. It might even, some people at least believe that it's even better economically.
So you're saying throw the first round?
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I don't agree, but some people do think that it's better. But still, I mean, if you take the second round and you take the round after that, that's always really, really good. It's basically the same as having a pistol round, except your opponents are just on 1 round already. So it's really nice. And it looks like Fragsters are just playing a pretty good game here. I mean, they're just playing super default, playing far back on banana, but now they even have the banana control. And there's really no way that Virtus.pro can retake this because they don't have any utility. So just be waiting out the smoke, and then they will likely try to retake. But Refresh up close and Boopski baiting for him is a pretty strong setup to counter exactly this. Looks like, though, 3 players grouping up in apps. And now the bomb spotted in slope. Might be kind of the same that we saw from Fragsters on Mirage. Like, spot the bomb and then go completely opposite. Ooh. Sick shot by Snacks, to be honest.
Managing to at least get 1. The bomb is going to come rotating in, but they need to clear the 2 players off short before anything more can be done. And, well, Bialy at least will be able to retrieve a dig. He now hits 1 of his own, making things look a little bit more possible here for Virtus.pro. The problem is Stown coming in from behind, and, well, he doesn't even get the chance. Boopski does the damage. 3-1 in favor of Fragsters, but now at least the T's can purchase.
Some pretty sick shots from both Snacks and Bialy.
Ooh.
What?
Why is there a P90 in the server?
It almost sounded like you got like you got ill.
Like, I am getting ill. Like, why is this weapon in the server?
I mean, it's sick, bro.
No, it's not. It's atrocious. It's worse than any other.
Do you know how many silvers hate you right now?
Good. Get on my level.
Gommel.
Aggressive peek even from Dragonfly.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of info. Now they're going to take mid, though. Ooh. It's down. Takes the first. Pretty sick from him. Dragonfly with the second. It's not looking good for Polish powerhouse of Virtus.pro.
Just managed to get round behind them. They're doing a lot of damage. Dragonfly on just 1 HP, but Stown will hit the shot anyway, and this is just a clean up. Good luck, Pasha. Yeah, slightly on the wrong side of the map, so the bomb is going to be defused.
Come B, guys, it's clear. And they are like so anxious that he's lurking somewhere close.
Yeah, they got a man on the bomb now, though.
I don't even know why he's... Oh my gosh. Oh, he even gets another as well?
Yeah, 2 dropped. A little bit of extra damage.
They have a chance at a clean round, and one guy kills himself, and the other dies to Pasha after time. Not that it matters that it's after time, but still, I really want... I wish we were not the B stream. I really want to see a replay of how he killed himself. But
I imagine he just jumped off the balcony.
Yeah.
That's what I mean,
there was no Molotov there, so...
He was up on balcony and had 1 HP, so...
that's actually super unlucky. It's actually interesting. And it's even the AWP as well. I hope they recovered it. Surely they must have.
Here we go, though. Viali looking for some aggression. Obviously, there's been multiple players in the apps already. Dragonfly this time has been set up over towards the B site, which means that we can see a bit more of a gamble rotating over towards A. 4 players will be there. Refresh playing a little bit more of a like sort of rotator angle, though, so he should be able to get back a little bit faster over towards that B site if mistakes are made. And Dragonfly, all he really has to do is, okay, peek out. If he doesn't hit the shot, it's not that much of a problem. It's the info game. He needs to make sure that nobody's able to take control of Banana and get up towards the site without him at least calling for 1 player to rotate in. Still has himself an incendiary as well, and in fact, he does hit the first shot. Pasha down and out. The rest of the team looking to try and hit over towards this A site. Smokes will begin to fall down, but they've got a double player set up in pit, which is going to make things very difficult to clear out. I'm a big fan of the sort of pit crossfire because you need multiple Molotovs to actually clear it out, and they don't have any. So to get rid of these players is going to be very difficult indeed. Even a smoke that Stown is going to throw to boost himself up above, or at least I think that's what he was going for. It doesn't seem to have worked at all. In fact, okay, now here we go. This is where he actually goes for it instead, and he'll just be able to spot them over the top. Only manages 1, though, a couple of quick entries, but they don't know the Torben is still sat in these back lines. He's going to be just a thorn in their side as they look to try and clear out this site. It seems like Neo is homed in on that position, knowing that he's there and takes his head off. Crisp shot from him, looks for the second as well, but a quick couple of trades leaves it all onto Bialy. Up in the apartments, they don't know where he is. He's going to go for the peak, and in fact, now Dragonfly can just hold the angle, and they have to try and get this bomb down. That's going to make things very difficult, but actually the smoke somewhat helps him out. Instead, Dragonfly now has to try and get on towards that bomb, taps it out, tries to bait the position of Bialy, and that's exactly what he would do. But now Dragonfly taps it again, still can't quite connect the shot, and this is just a bit of a kerfuffle. Bialy will be there.
Kerfuffle?
Kerfuffle. It was my choice of word.
What does that even mean?
Bit of a mess.
Okay, kerfuffle. I like that word. It's a huge kerfuffle, actually. Now that I think about it, I think it might have been a huge kerfuffle, actually. No, but that smoke, it's true. I mean, that smoke helped more than it hurt them.
Well, yeah, I feel like Dragonfly could have just held apps and then just go and defuse the bomb. He has to push into the angle. 9 times out of 10, Dragonfly's going to hit that shot anyway.
The bomb wasn't even planted for him, so if they just make it onto the bomb site, then it's good, right? Dragonfly even going in front of the mid smoke here and taking a kill. That's pretty crazy. This is what we saw Voxic do, but he failed miserably. It was a bit of a kerfuffle, to be honest.
He's not Danish, that's why.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, look at this aggression out. Refresh manages 1, but that's a fine trade early on. And the T side, okay, they've got rid of their Mac 10s, but only through death. And upgrading to the remainder. And look at this position from Stown. I like this. He's gone so aggressive that he's allowing for his teammates to actually rotate off towards the B site. I think that's a bit of a mistake, but let's ignore the fact that he just threw his gun away and carry on.
I've never actually seen that
Maybe
before.
he's got scroll wheel bound to drop weapon.
Maybe.
But it does mean that there's a good stack over towards the B site, and it seems like the T's are pretty dedicated, and even if they do opt to switch up their spot, it should at least be a kill for him and the ability to fall back to the site, calling for rotation. So, a very strong spot indeed. Smoke onto the site. Dragonfly now with a decent ability to hold the cross instantly takes down his second kill of the round, and while the remaining players are just trying to get themselves onto this site, only 30 seconds remaining, and they have no idea there's still a couple of players here. Mihu will at least be able to get one, but the two players just over in the back lines are going to make things so difficult. Bialy manages one, but he's not going to expect Bubsky in the back lines. 5 and 2, reset once again. Obviously, this is again intentional, losing. They on purpose lost the pistol, and then they, once the Gloss bonus was building, you know.
Yeah. Of course. So, Tom, I have to ask. Do you agree with me that one of the viewers should, like, imagine having a picture, right, of a steak that's smoking weed, right?
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, but the saying, the stakes are high.
Oh my!
I really want to see it come true, you know.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, but it's something I think about quite a bit sometimes. Like when people say the stakes are high, that's the only thing I can think about. But Bialy, he's at least got high damage this round, more than in recent times. Mihu also takes down Dragonfly. Now the site is actually open, so as you said, maybe it's true that even with this extra kill that he did actually lose the round on purpose. It was a tactical reset. Bialy is making it happen here.
Push going to be coming back in. Already another kill goes the way. The T side actually making this work with very little indeed. And, well, this is just a ridiculous round. Virtus.pro managed to completely steal one away with next to nothing invested. They were even somewhat saving their cash, even though they wouldn't have had much into the next one anyway.
I think Bialy was the only guy that even had armor. And now instead, Fragsters are just broke. It's funny as well, we talked about just on the other map how Mihu never plays AWP, and now 2 rounds in a row he's like, this round he got 3 kills, and the other round he got 1 kill with the AWP, and I don't know. It's not typically the guy, so yeah, maybe.
Well, now the CTs...
He wants to be known as the star AWPer.
The CTs have themselves a chance of their own to try and break back. A very aggressive push. Mihu spots it though, and already... Well, he's not the one getting the kills, but he has done a decent amount of damage. Dragonfly up close manages 1, but again, it's just trades galore, and Bubsky tagged within inches of his life, can't escape. Well, he loves his off angles. It's down just peeking over the top of the balcony. 8 HP, no fear.
Well, he should be found now, and there it is.
I think they know that there was at least one player over towards this B site.
Snakes is already locked in rotation as well. Something funny I want to mention, my coach on Sprout has made a big deal out of, especially Inferno, that you should always play default as T at the beginning, because it's really hard as T if, for example, in this case, the CTs buy up with pistols and nades and they decide to just rush mid, because if you then also don't like play a passive default at the start, you just eat the nades, 1 or 2 guys might die, and then they push and they can instantly win a round and stuff like that. This was a perfect example of what my coach always says. Like,
do you agree with him?
I completely agree, but this was just a perfect example of him being right, because one guy tried to jump into Mexico instantly, and he just like ate 2 nades, and then 3 guys pushed him, and he got only 1 kill and got traded after, I think. Even though he had some help from his teammates and stuff, so it's just they definitely could have played that better, is what I'm trying to say. But they ended up with 4 players alive versus like C sets and stuff. I think it's all right. And because of that, now the Fragsters players are doing a stack that I have not seen before, I have to say. But I'm a fan.
Nice little short stack. I always like to see different things in these sort of pistol rounds. Like, why not? The worst that happens is they go B and nothing happens in your sense. Obviously, this is the sort of excellent observing that I supply with these sort of pushes, and actually they're going to be doing quite a lot of damage. This pistol stack has done a lot, almost getting the majority of players. You look at the remaining 2 or 3, pretty low on HP. And yeah, shout out to the observer in that round catching most of it.
Oh man, you cannot say that. Honestly, I wanted to say instantly that, yeah, it would have been really cool if we could actually see the round, you know, like, it would have actually been pretty nice to see all those pistols get some kills. Instead, it was like a third-person fly view where it was just like...
exactly.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was great.
Really shout out to the observer.
No one's ever going to hire me as an observer, and good, because I suck at it.
You need a pay raise, bro. Just for... I mean, not everyone can handle casting and observing at the same time.
I can't handle either, just individually.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Not a lot of people cannot handle either. So, instant pay raise. What? They are just killing refresh through the walls. Could they stop? Instantly.
Well, that's true bias right there. Stop killing the Danes.
Yeah. I mean, it's really upsetting. He's down to less than half HP. Only just. Oh, wait. It's not even him.
No, he was being shot through smoke.
He's on banana. It's really a problem. Sometimes I end up watching my own monitor instead of the, like, the observer's monitor.
The observer. Is that what I'm being called now?
Yeah. That'll be your nickname from now on.
Just because I'm so observant. That's what it is. CT side. Don't have much utility remaining. Still have a single kit onto refresh, and they're actually being faked out here by the T side. It's an attempt to try and drag players over towards the B side. It has failed. Bialy is already going to fall, and Dragonfly goes for the repeat and actually drops the bomb. There's only 25 seconds left on the clock, and well, if the Ts are going to make their move back, they have to do it very quickly indeed. In fact, they're just looking to try and force the issue here, but have they given up? Just opting to save.
Apparently, the two brothers are too much. Too much for the Virtus.pro side now. Dragonfly.
How old is Dragonfly?
You know, I'd like to answer that question, but it's going to be a pass from me. If I had to guess, he's probably like 21. Yeah, 21 seems like a good shout.
Seems like a good stab in the dark.
Yeah. Are you going to check? Or are you going to predict?
Yes.
Mr. Future Seer?
Mind read. Or
his age.
His age. Because that's how
like,
it works.
send him a text. Hey, could you just quickly think about your age?
Correct. You were correct.
21?
He was 21.
21. I knew it. Ask me something else.
What's my middle name?
Observer?
No, that's my first name.
Observer Bismeier. Observer Bismeier.
That's not getting any better the more you say it.
What?
It's not getting any better the more you say it.
No, sorry. Playing only guy on A, like playing only one guy on A, I mean, is definitely interesting. He's got an AWP though, and he's getting a rotation as well.
I mean, Dragonfly was here, but died.
Yeah, died.
Me who found the opener. They are rotating a second in, but so much map control has already been gathered. Pasha's going to catch the rotator off. Nice shot from Stown. Will manage to net one, but they know exactly where he is now. It's going to become very difficult. Pasha even just holding off all, or Mihu, sorry, holding off all the rotations, and well, eventually it will be Virtus.pro to just shut things down. A 6th round on the board for them, and again, the money is problematic for the CT side. Once more, likely they'll have to go for an eco.
And we could potentially be looking at a 9-6 scoreline, and I think, yeah, how did it start? Virtus.pro got the pistol, but then lost the next 4, and then they won like almost a full eco, right? Was
that sort of weird round. I think that was
that one.
I think it was round 8.
Yeah. I think they were 3 alive as well, so that makes sense to me.
Here we go. Oh, clearly they want more observing.
Look, they just really don't listen to the words of Toby, these guys. They're just instantly rushing out mid trying to take a fight. Toby's my coach.
Oh, okay.
I have the sickest deja vu now, but this I did not predict. Bialy gets 2 kills and is taken down as well by Refresh. So now they could just potentially grab the bomb. I think Neo gets it, and he even has a smoke so he could safely cross. He will do that. And Pasha can lock the rotation deep in CT.
Are they going to catch him? No, he's too fast. Speedy Gonzalez.
Like Sonic. And hopefully we're playing for CT. I don't
really... Neo's really actually the sound he makes as he moves. Like, Neo.
Please stop. Pasha at the tree with an orb is definitely interesting, to say the least. But it works out in the end. Playing versus unarmored opponents, a pistol is a pretty good weapon. And now Neo, the guy Fast and the Furious. Tom, honestly, people watching this cast, they just hate us. But I think they just don't realize that it's the third best of 3 in a row with next to no breaks. It's a tough life.
It would be great if that was actually the reason he chose the name. It's probably not. I imagine there's some...
Maybe the Matrix? I mean, but it could also be the sound that he makes when he runs fast. Yeah, it's definitely the noise he makes when he runs.
Dragonfly with the aggressive peek into middle. Glass Cannon AWP, and they have forced the issue here. Of course, Pasha with plenty of money left in the bank if they do need a rebuy into the next round. And now we're looking to see if the T's can break back here. Still aggression from Stown. Has been feeling pretty confident in the last few rounds. It's him and his brother at the top of the board. We've got a few sets of brothers here, actually. Of course, the twins as well on Rev Reserve. Didn't go too well for them.
Not on the first map, at least, but it's been a case of half of the teams we've casted, funnily enough.
Yeah, map number 1 is normally done quite quick.
Yeah. Not as quick in this matchup, but still 16-6 is... Meow. Yeah, it's... I really don't understand, how do you even come up with this stuff? Like, it's really stupid.
Yeah.
Have you made these jokes before?
No, this is just like... I blame the parents.
Yeah? Yeah.
My granddad as well is just like, he loves puns, so it's also part
of
it.
Okay, I thought you just blamed a random set of parents, but it was your parents.
No, yeah, obviously my parents.
Okay, well...
Here we go. Dragonfly, he started to wake up with this AWP, well, top of the board, so continuing, I suppose. He's woke. And we're going to have him just trying to hold off the backline stab that's coming in. In the meantime, the main push looks to go on towards Refresh again. They're leaving the time very low indeed, and Snacks, his lurk, fails miserably, and now Bubsky just pushes through the smoke. Great hold coming out from Fragsters, not a single player lost, and we will at least go into our final round of the half with both teams on a bye.
Really good synergy there from Refresh and Bubsky. I really like how Refresh played that, and how Bubsky played in relation to what Refresh was doing. So Refresh just gets the info and gets spotted, and now both players are focusing on him. So in the meantime, Bubsky just walks through the smoke, gets the first, and then even takes up the second. So because of that, now instantly the guy that's the last alive will just, you know, turn 180 degrees and look at Bubsky, and then Refresh can peek, and there's absolutely no way that they can both die in that situation. They played it perfectly. And by saying that, it sounds like it's not a big deal, but it was actually really, really, really well played. It's really hard to have that. Oof. Well, it's really hard to have that type of synergy, but really, really well played by them. Snacks now. Oof. That's crazy. You might even find one more.
Dragonfly just didn't no idea that he could have been that far forward, and well, Snacks has already managed to pick up a double in this round. Bubsky will get one back, and Snacks has managed to sneak his way through the smoke. His teammate Sans just behind him. Okay, Neo is the one to actually catch the bullets for him, but now Bubsky's left into a retake. He's picked up that secondary AWP, and now has to try and actually take back the site, but it's not looking likely as Virtus.pro aim to win themselves the half. Bubsky will actually be able to get one though, and that's a rifle into his hands at least. Can change up for the AK, but Pasha is more than aware. 8-7. Similar scenario to what we actually saw in the Hellraisers match, where they were down a little bit at the beginning and bring back the half to actually win on the T side.
Yeah. You probably just described the shittiest version of the Matrix, the one where Neo catches the bullets. Imagine how
the
quickly
film
that
just ends very quickly. It's like he goes to dodge, and instead it just actually gets
He just tries to like unlock his mind, and then when he actually...
Well, no, I feel, yeah, the quickest ending to that film ever is that he overdoses.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's... Yep. Yep.
That'd be like a really fast film, actually.
Yeah.
Which pill do you take? This one. Oh, no,
wrong choice, yeah. You really shouldn't have done that. Oh.
You could get the same ending in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, the exact same.
Yeah, it's like, do I take this makes me bigger? No, actually, neither. You've just been drugged. I'm just ruining films for everyone at home. But yeah,
to be honest,
don't eat stuff that you don't know what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if films tell you should.
You know what? It's such a learning experience, this, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out on the other side of this and just feel like I'm a better person.
I'm not. I'm still going to feel like I'm a terrible person, but everybody knows that, and so do I, so it's okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I mean, I still feel like you're a terrible person as well, so it's no biggie.
Here we go, though. Fast play. An important pistol for both teams. Bialy eventually overwhelmed, and we'll see if the T's can continue this streak of Inferno pistol rounds. It seems like it's looking good so far. Of course, Virtus.pro did manage to win the last. We got Mihu up above, looking to try and find something, but absolutely nothing to be had. Pasha is there with the kit, and they're somewhat waiting to see if anything can be done by Snacks. The problem is he's so low on HP that any sort of peek back into this site could mean he meets his doom, and well, realistically, it just doesn't look like this is happening now. Dragonfly picks off another, and Pasha with no armor and Snacks with no health means that in this round, there's no chance.
So they save the armor and save the kit. That's a really lousy say. Wait, okay. I mean, if this had gone just slightly different, Pasha could have gone and defused that bomb. He timed the guy who pushed the library, and everyone else exited. If they had done it like 2 seconds before, and if Pasha had been aware, I'm just saying.
Well, let's see if Virtus.pro are going to be able to do the same back that was done to them. Of course, we saw a 4-spy win from Fragsters in round number 2. That actually started the streak of rounds which net them sort of the majority in their half. T's actually with a hell of a lot of utility going into this round. Or Molotovs on the majority of players, and only Stan with the AK is a little bit worse off than the rest of the team. Dragonfly will be there to start.
He instantly removes the scout. And now Snacks is low as well. Dodges the second nade. Oh, that's actually so unlucky from Snacks. For Snacks. But Neo picks up the scout, the only other armored player on the Virtus.pro side. So probably the best hands that they could fall into. And with that, it's Mihu playing alone here on the B bomb site. Just as a deagle, but also, I mean, isn't hidden. He's spotting for info from coils, so they do have a bit of information here. Neo will now go searching. A shot that could have hit, and now we might see the bomb rotate directly to B because the scout has been spotted. It looks like Neo is aware of that, so he's also instantly rotating. Or what? Oh, he's second guessing himself. That's a bad thing to do, it seems like. Now Mihu cannot even get the one frag, even though it looked to be the case at the beginning. And Neo and Bialy at this point, I mean, the best they can really do is save. If Neo can get a kill, that would be nice, but it's probably just better if he manages to save the scout. That's probably the most important thing. Then they can have like some sort of a small force buy next round without even having to buy, so
yeah, they can pretty much, well, he can drop a CZ over as well, or drop the scout and keep the CZ, and then he has Kevlar and a CZ, so either way, it's something a little bit extra going into the next, and yeah, it's looking like we are going to see the conversion rounds made by Fragsters once again. Even though they didn't win the pistol in the last, they do get the second. So realistically now, like if Fragsters don't win this game, they've pretty much given themselves the best opportunity, and it would only be their buy rounds that actually let them down.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I mean, from what we've seen today, the Inferno maps have been slightly T-sided, but not as much as I would say they normally are in online play. So we'll see if Virtus.pro will be able to get back into this and win it 2-0, or if Fragsters are just going to take us out on the third map, which is going to be Nuke, I believe.
My favorite.
Yeah, your favorite. Especially, I mean, it's super unfortunate for the observer, but for us it's going to be nice to see a different...
Are you referring to yourself as us? Because I'm not part of that being the observer as well.
Oh yeah, sorry man. I did not realize. I just keep forgetting because the observing is so insanely good and talented, and I really like it, and yeah, so I just forget that it's you because I can't imagine you being good or talented at anything.
That is true. Like my parents have told me that from a very young age. That's not true, by the way. I don't want everybody thinking they're that bad. I've said enough bad stuff about them. Like, I'm blaming them for my humor, which I think is one of the worst insults you can give a human being.
Yeah, I agree. I think you are one of the worst insults a human being can receive as well. It's just like, yeah, my parents made me.
Like,
what did you say?
What did you say? How dare you?
Yeah.
They're good people.
Yeah, they are respectful people. Get out of here. But Bjarli, first man to see contact here when they come into the A bomb site. Mihu somehow finds the 1 kill, and Bubsky also with 1 HP. So now going back to the B bomb site. Is there deep smoke on the B bomb site or on Banana? Does not appear to be the case. Ooh. Now Snacks really with it all to do. Flash is coming in, runs into the smoke. They did spot him. I think, did he dink him up?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
hit the dink, and now a decent position for Passer with the scout, but only going to be managing to get one. Remember, Neo still has Kevlar alongside. This goes to try and deny the plant, and because of that, it is now left all onto Bjarli. Chance to do some damage here. Hits the first. Now remember how low Bubsky is at the moment, and the fact that this is only a minor investment. They make it at least costly. Bubsky will survive on just 1 HP, and Fragsters will take a 2-round lead. But this is where the buy comes in. We've already seen Mihu save a little bit of money to make sure they can have extra utility over towards that B site, and Snacks will also jump in with a UMP. And yet to really see Mihu rise to the occasion, I feel. Like I think as an addition to this team, he's been great so far, like what we've seen from him. But in this map, at least, he's been fairly quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are kind of overhyping him a bit. He has been good. He was good at the V4, but besides that, I don't think he's been...
Well, I think Star Series as well, when they began, he was like pretty much the only player who turned up to the server for the majority of games.
Maybe I haven't been following them closely enough, but I'm not saying he's a bad player, and I think he fits well into the team, but he's just not like...
Not in this round.
Not in this round, but I just feel like it's not like he's, you know, the new Cold Zera or something like that. Not yet. I mean, he's got a chance to still become better. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, Snacks is going to get taken down as well. Now the CT side already in such a horrible position. Lots of damage being done. Bubsky is the 1 HP king as he just keeps seemingly getting down to this HP and surviving.
Yeah, they do even have a grenade here on Pasha. So if that gets thrown into pool, it might even be 2 kills. Oh, it's refreshed. What? How did he lose that battle? Now they can even feasibly go for exit frags as well. If Neo locks the rotation. And I think they will just try to see if they can take some easy exits, yeah. I don't think they realize how low these players actually are. I mean, it's really hard when there's different people that have tagged them up so much, but everyone is just... Yeah,
oh, it's really getting a little bit worse as well. Like, I think there's another player now down to 26 HP. But yeah, they'll all actually survive. 4 players up for Fragsters, a huge amount of money already built. But with a few players surviving, I think we are actually going to see a reinvestment here from Virtus.pro.
It's the golden rule, Tom. They survived with 3 players.
3 players
you can
alive.
Drop 2 guns.
Means your bike can survive.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. It rhymes. And that's what's important.
That's the only thing that's important in life.
If it rhymes, it's okay. You heard it here first.
Yeah. I'll probably be sent like the most
dark and evil things on the internet. But
they rhyme.
They rhyme.
So it's okay. I like it when people throw that molo and then spam through the door that's there on the left. I mean, it sometimes works. It's pretty dank. Talking about dank. One of the dankest players in the game, Bubsky, gets dropped by Snacks. And now, They're going to be coming in. It's going to be Neo, takes 2. Quick and easy. Now even has time to reload. And re-smokes it. And also, in the meantime, Snacks is pushed up. He's even went to Mexico, but they have the bomb on A, so he wants to keep gaining ground here. As the T's left stranded in mid. Torben trying to see what he can make work from short. Needs to be the guy searching the first info since Dragonfly is the low HP player with the AWP. And it's going to be hard for Dragonfly to open up this round with an AWP coming from Arch. Snacks just misses the timing in which he could have found Torben. But it might still not be too late.
Is he going to get? I think he's going to get Dragonfly instead. So, yep, quick shutdown in the end from Virtus.pro. 3 kills for Neo. Integral ones at that. Bringing this round back, and well, we'll be 11-9, but there's so much money for a repurchase from Fragsters that they do now have that opportunity to break the economy of Virtus.pro, and in a pretty crucial time as well. They're still in the lead at the moment. If they lose this one, then their money begins to be called into question. They'll still have a little bit of extra cash to play with, but not anything too crazy. And the fact is, it's the difference between them taking a couple of rounds lead or Virtus.pro potentially being back in it.
Yeah, and they are leaving B completely open here. That's pretty nuts, actually. But, of course, Fragsters don't know that, and so they can't capitalize on that. I think it was an issue with dropping some weapons in spawn that led to them leaving the B bomb site open at the beginning. But now they have gone back to some more standard positions. I'm really liking, actually, how Fragsters are using this AWP on the T side. I feel like Dragonfly is being way more dynamic right now than I am when I have an AWP on T side. I'm usually just setting up people, but he's really searching entry frags from Boiler and everything. It's really nice. So keep doing your thing. It's nice. In the meantime, Bubski once again lurks inside of a smoke. Gets burnt down to 60 HP. So a bit of a stalemate here. It's just not a lot happening as Fragsters now take what my team calls ribs, because the pillars there look like ribs, apparently. So that took some getting used to, not gonna lie, but it's called ribs now.
I've never heard that before, so I guess that's just you guys, but
maybe. It's the Germans, I swear. They are weird. But now only 2 guys on the A bomb site. But with only 25 seconds left as well, if Bialy can just buy time or even get some kills here, that might be exactly what they need. Neo coming in and Bialy gets the first frag. Neo gets a double kill, even almost a third. Now Torben dropped really, really low, gets the bomb plant, but surely this 1 versus 3 is going to be impossible. And it proves to be. Neo with the spray that gets 2 heads for the price of 1.
And the big thing as well is the last couple of rounds really have come down to Neo just finding crucial frags. Like he closes down the apps, he then closes down the site with a double that gives them the advantage going into the battle. And now this is where the T side have started to run out of money. Now if they lose this one, they will actually have next to nothing into the next round as well. CT's yet to build up too much cash, so it's understandable that they will go for the force.
Neo is like a broken phone. Keeps closing down the apps.
Awful.
I hate when I laugh at my own jokes.
Yeah.
That's like the worst thing you can do in your life. But anyway,
I heard Neo has you on speed dial.
Neo. Oh man. Yeah, but 11-10 and a very instrumental round here, like a very pivotal round. Can we check the money real quick? Oh, thank you, Observer. You're here at a moment's notice. It looks like Fragsters, they're going to be broke if they do not win this. And Bialy and Neo opening it up 1 apiece. Now even another 1 each, with Pasha closing out things. Refresh the only guy on the Fragster side to get a kill. And now they are legitimately broke. Whereas Virtus.pro actually starting to build a bit of a bank. The rounds that they've been winning have mostly been, pretty comfortably.
The golden rule.
It's actually been the golden rule, just a repeat. Golden rule, the remix.
Here we go though. 11-11 scoreline equalized. Double AWP setup will be purchased. by the CT side. They're going to keep themselves, Neo, with the SMG to try and earn a little bit of extra cash, and the early nades have already done a decent amount of damage. Bubsky will actually take down Neo. He's been doing a lot of damage in the last few rounds, but has been caught in the majority of them. Pasha with the AWP finds one more. Actually still taking a fairly aggressive angle considering he is tagged. Bubsky looking to try and wrap around onto that arch side, and he's actually managed to cross past the threshold. The problem is now a flank coming in leaves the bomb into the open, and only that one lurker to try and survive. He was very good at sneaking around, like lurking in those smokes and getting into the backlines. Unfortunately, in this scenario, it's not really any value to it.
Did he kill Neo on B? Or is he not going for the gun? I don't think he killed Neo on B. But I mean...
Well, Neo's been playing A, like, every round,
exactly.
So I'd be very surprised.
But he should be getting a guy in the back here. Oh. I mean, nothing beats the sound of a 1D. It's just so good. But I mean, in that situation, you could have maybe waited to take the kill until you got closer. Maybe look for another. I think the other guy was just watching Mexico. It might... I mean, potentially it could have just really messed you up, but maybe you could have had 2 for the price of 1. And who doesn't like a super deal?
T-side, they are going to have the purchase back in. Dragonfly with an AWP, and I imagine this time it's a tactical pause taken from Fragsters. Virtus.pro looking to improve their 18.2% win rating on this map.
It's almost like Bubsky answered you. He said, I assume it's a tactical, and then he wrote tactical, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although if he can hear me, I feel like like he has a slight advantage.
Yeah, and they're still losing. If that would be the case, that would be pretty
cheating.
Crazy.
That would be cheating. That's what that would be.
Actually, it would be crazy and cheating. But if I have to take a wild guess, I don't think that's the case. I think it was just random that he... They have the double AWP set up now on the CT side. It's been a while since we saw Snacks with an AWP in this series. The first AWP kills the other AWP. So that's nice.
Yeah, and Pasha feeling confident at the moment. Actually going to go for the re-peek. Has been retrieved by Stown, but I'm actually going to opt to go for much more than that. Obviously, man advantage already stuck with the CT side, so no real reason to continue that fight. And Stown holding the angle in case anybody does get a little bit audacious over on the Virtus.pro side. Bomb is eventually going to be retrieved, but now a 4-round streak once again. And if you take away a lot of these sort of follow-up rounds that have been won by Fragsters, it's definitely been a little bit of a worrying battle.
And it seems like every time they go through apps, they just instantly run into an immovable object in the form of either Neo or Bialy or something like that. So I would be very understanding if they would prefer to go B or mid instead of apps this round. And now they get the contact in mid with the bomb even, I think, and then instantly they go back. They have to wait out a smoke, and that could be a big issue here. I don't even think they know that Snacks has an AWP on B. But a B execute coming in. Bubsky going to be the first guy to charge in. Gets completely flashed, and Snacks also even picks up a kill. Mihu doesn't get the second, but Refresh going to be planning in front of the coils there. And he even gets wallbang, so now the bomb gets dropped. 7 seconds, Down has to plant, and Snacks just goes through the smoke. Like he doesn't even care.
Yeah, the last couple of kills from Snacks, just dirty through the smoke, doing damage. And well, it's been a streak of 5 rounds for the T side. They still don't really have the money to invest, and they're going to be calling another pause again. I would imagine this is of a tactical nature. Decision of whether or not to actually purchase. Oh, no, it's not. He is actually just answering.
He can hear us.
He can, or he's just a mind reader.
Yeah. But if...
Thing is, I feel like in most games that would be useful, but we've spent more of this map going Neil, that he's probably just sat there like, I will kill you.
I don't need to know about this guy who's got a funny name.
Tell me where they are. That's why they say cheats never prosper.
No one says that. At least not quickly.
That's why parents say that.
Those are actually the only people in the world that say that.
Mm. Most people say a win is a win.
Kan vi tage en tag?
Nej, vi må ikke snakke, fordi det er tech.
Let's just turn that off.
I know, can we put it on? No. I can translate. Do you know what they said?
No. What did they say?
I didn't really hear what Stown said, but Boopski said, no, we can't talk. It's technical. But they are talking. So, yeah.
They realized the irony of that, right?
Yeah. So they were talking and saying, we can't talk. Yeah.
The funny thing is that also, like, that will include the admin being able to hear that as well, I imagine. Unless, of course, if he's in the live server, if you're spectating, do you hear the voice? I think you do.
Yeah.
So the admin just heard him go, we're not allowed to talk in this technical.
Yeah. That's actually unlucky.
I don't think anything will come of it, of course, because he was being honest. He wasn't trying to cheat.
He was actually just a really nice guy,
yeah,
telling
shutting down the fact
his
saying
underaged friend who's apparently, you know, just doesn't have he's not as wise as the older players, you know, and he was just not sure about these tournaments. Are you allowed to talk?
This is something I want to ask. Do you agree that with age comes experience? Like, does it necessarily transfer that somebody who has been playing a longer time is actually more experienced and better at maybe like strategy, or is there no correlation at all?
Of course there's a correlation, but I would say a guy like Brolin, for example, a guy like Stown, if you know, hold him up against a guy who's 30 years old but who has only ever achieved Master Guardian 2, of course Stown has more experience, right? So it's a balance in that sense. But I would definitely say that the longer time you do it, the better. I think in my team, for example,
I think the way I just look at it is like a lot of people talk about the idea of people who've played longer necessarily being better at maybe strategy or in-game leading or something like that. Like, because they played a lot, they'll probably know this. But I feel like a lot of the time that may not necessarily be the case.
I think that's actually pretty true. I mean, this could be a super important round, and we're just talking about stuff that's not important at all.
It's pretty much the whole game that we've been doing that.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Here we go. Neo, he's been pretty clutch for them so far, waiting around the edge of the smoke. They do have Dragonfly lurking in the back lines, looking for any sort of rotations, but the fact is, Bubsky, he's the one who's picked himself up an AWP. Low on HP as well, but he will still win the battle versus Neo, and Dragonfly catches one man rotating as well. CT side, they're not going to have any trouble buying thanks to the bank of Bialy and Snacks. But the fact is, well, looking like Bialy may just be trying to remove some weaponry. He's caught one. Dragonfly is there with the AWP, but Refresh is quick enough, and the T's, they're going to bolster their economy quite a bit with the saved weapons and the fact that they were already waiting to buy into the next. A kick into gear, and now the CT side, all of that extra money that they saved is going to be expended to make sure they can purchase here.
But it should pretty much be the case at this point that if the CTs win this round, the game should be over, right? Fragsters are broke. Not actually completely broke because they won a half buy, but they are more or less broke. That should be the end of it. But if VP loses this, they are actually broke, I think. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're in a worse spot, actually.
They're actually in a worse spot, yeah.
Already
now
Dragonfly.
They're in more ways than one in a worse spot, so... I mean, Bialy didn't have any utility. Wow, Dragonfly just even peeking into the site. Right from the get-go. He's really good at actually like searching info and searching kills on the T side or on Inferno. I'm not sure how big of an impact that has on Fragsters' success on this map, but it is one of their best maps, and he for sure is doing a really good job at playing the T side or on Inferno.
CT side, they're going to gamble over towards this A side of the map. Snacks rotating in with that second AWP, and the T's are looking like they're going to push into this angle. One comes in for Pasha, but it's instantly traded out, and Neo looking for a return, but he finds the equalizer at least, and actually picks up that AWP once again. Mihu on the other side of this smoke, looking like he's going to have quite a lot of work to do, and in fact, he's starting to back away. Has the incendiary for if they do look to push, so he can at least slow them down a little bit. will be able to call a rotation in. However, the smoke will hold him back for a second, although he's going to go pushing straight through it, knowing that the incendiary will have stopped them pushing. Instead, they leave him completely blind, but Mihu still trades 1-for-1. Snax actually hits a no-scope through the smoke itself. But the fact is, both players at the moment for Virtus.pro are left with AWPs. Don't have too much to play with in terms of utility either. Neo's managed to retrieve himself a solitary smoke, and Snax now finds the kill, leaving it onto just Torben. A retake from Virtus.pro, an important kill and time bought by Mihu. And it will be 14-12.
It's actually really, really sick what Mihu did there. So, first of all, he used the smoke perfectly so Bubsky couldn't lurk in. Then, when the smokes came in, he used his Molotov so he could go around to the side. And then even used the flash to hold him back a bit more. I think it was maybe... I mean, it could have been a better flash. I think he threw it a bit too deep. I think throwing it at the beginning of the smoke would probably be better. But then he makes it in to the side. He plays Fountain. And he even gets blinded up 2 times. But he's still like stutter stepping while he's blinded. And that's the only reason why he survives that, instead of just crouching and looking at the floor or whatever. So... really, really sick, and it ends up just grinding him a kill. If he dies there without getting a kill, I would say it's instantly a round for Fragsters, and they might even be looking at going out on a 3rd map. So, yeah, really, really well played by the new addition to the Virtus.pro side.
Just down other side, actually manages to pick up 2 quick kills, and that's going to pull a complete rotation in. The youngster has done his work, and again, this is still a situation with a potential reset. Bialy now with the world on his shoulders, so much to do in this situation, and actually Stown continues his push. Can Bialy do anything here? No, he can't. An instant couple of kills leave Virtus.pro with next to nothing, and in fact, Snax has no choice but to try and save, but the hunt is already looking like it's coming.
I saw that because I had auto-direct on my own monitor. He just threw a flash off the wall and then just pre-fired the short corner, just to like bait that he was coming there, and he instantly headshotted someone.
You're trying to say auto-direct's better than our observer?
Yeah. I would say that, even if you asked me 100 million times.
And you would say it to his face. Or her face, we don't actually know.
Yeah, okay, of course we don't know. I would do it, yeah. I would instantly do it. I would actually, I would even write a letter to the government of Tanzania. Say this observer sucks, and they would be like, "I agree."
I dare you.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if they responded.
They probably would, because they have such strong feelings about that exact case.
Here we go though. CT side, they've stacked B. T side, they're gathering up to B. But the fact is, there is 1 flashbang and nothing else for Virtus.pro. They do not have the cash to invest into this one. In terms of economy, Fragsters, clear advantage. Dragonfly will find himself the kill. There goes the 1 flashbang, and it is absolutely perfect. But actually, only 1 player peeks. The rest are sat behind, and that seemed like a decent chance. Neo will at least manage to take down 1, but I think that is all. And I feel like if there was just slight better communication there for Virtus.pro, they could have just decimated the Fragsters lineup. That flash was spot on.
It really was. But you don't expect that, so you don't really call for it, right? Because there's so many people there.
My flash is going to be dope. Peak.
Yeah. My flash is going to be the best flash you've ever seen in your life. Peak, guys. No one really says that.
I do.
Did you actually see how unlucky Pasha was? Neo was up on the boost. He got 1 kill, then he jumped down behind the smoke, and Pasha was rotating him, and then he just got killed through the smoke. And Neo was the one to survive. And then he even got another kill. Sucks to be Pasha, who's actually having a decent game. 20-13 is really good. 13 deaths as well in a 14 round, or at least a 14-14 round game. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, CT side, they are going to risk it all here. They've invested what they have and come out with a few SMGs alongside the rifles. Fragsters using their penultimate tactical pause as they do go into another buy round. 14-14, a chance for Fragsters to take this over the line on their map pick and bring this to map number 3, which will, of course, be Nuke. well, Virtus.pro hoping that they can take this in a 2-0 fashion. We saw them dominate map number 1, 16-6, and even that seemed like a bit of a fairer scoreline considering how dominant they were in that first half. And already we see an awful lot of utility just gone from the hands of the Polish side. A few smokes remain, which will at least allow them to buy time, but in terms of any sort of retake, especially on B, it's not looking good.
Nope, but Bialy and Pasha actually hanging on to their grenades, their smoke grenades at least, and Snacks opening up onto Bubski. Means that they now have top banana control, they now even have deep banana control if Mihu peeks. I'm loving this setup. I don't think they will be spamming that wood so late in the round, and Pasha just used his smoke. And in fact, Neo also has a smoke, so done a really, really good job at conserving utility here, Virtus.pro. This is exactly what sets aside, you know, a top team to a non-top team. It's that they hold on to their grenades when they know that their opponents are playing slow. It's actually very hard to do. It sounds so simple, but it's really hard to do. And now that smoke comes in on short, and that could just be what changes the round here. Good flash. Neo gets a lot of info and falls back, so it's really well played by him. Bialy in the headshot pit gets 1 kill. That should honestly be what is needed. Takes another as Snacks comes in and Neo finishes off the job. That's going to put them at 15-14. And now Fragsters, they do have one last buy in them.
That's only 1 round.
But it's only 1 round.
It all comes down to this. Fragsters, they're going to use their last tactical pause. I think that actually carries over into OT as well. I think you have 4 tours. Tours is total. There you go. That's what I was going to say. Not pause is total. So yeah, if they do take this to OT, they have no more tactical pauses. They can't speak to their loving coach and have him whisper words into their ear.
Do you know he's loving?
Not personally.
So you're guessing? Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's actually a pretty bad thing to do. You don't know the guy. Not that I do either.
You shouldn't assume if he's loving.
Yeah. I can hear you also assuming his gender.
That's true.
You said he? It might as well have been a girl. What, Tom? Can't girls coach or what?
Are there any female coaches of male teams? I actually don't know. If there is, I would like to be tweeted. I'm intrigued.
By them.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, probably tell me, ah, you horrible, you monster. How dare you?
Oh, but
I apologize before you can get annoyed. There you go. But not really.
Gap in the smoke gives a bit of info to Mihu on the B bomb site. And now Pasha, with the opening up from the balcony, means that Fragsters are going to be in a lot of trouble. Look at this. He even had a gap for Boiler. He knows that Pasha is still up on the balcony. Because of that, he gets taken down. And now Fragsters, they are going to just, I would say, cower in fear. But it looks to be actually the best decision they could have made right now. So just fall back to B. And Neo clearing out A means that the rotation should be coming in here for Snacks. Over towards the B bomb site. Still has a smoke and a Molotov. That could be the difference maker here on the 30th round.
Yeah, aggressive position, who actually manages to double down before the smoke will bloom. And they do have to be a little bit careful as they do have one player pushing back in. Refresh gets a kill and turns it back into a 2v2 scenario. They're going to gather up and try and push onto this short position. And Neo is still so wary of that player in apps that he's worried, but they don't clear the angle properly. He's only going to be able to get 1, and this is it. Bubski versus Snacks. Bomb will be going down. Snacks actually does have an incendiary in hand and almost catches the timing. But I think he knows. I think he's found the information. Spots the head, but it won't matter. Bubski hits the headshot, and we're going to OT once again in this second map.
Inferno is, I mean, we saw one overtime, we saw one 16-14, and now another overtime. It's a pretty crazy map. VP must be kicking themselves. They really want to have a better win rate than 18.2%.
Yeah?
I'm sure, yeah. But a good clutch by Bubski. I mean, didn't really take a lot of brain power, but the aim was definitely there. He just ran to a corner and just peeked and won. It was nice.
Well, yeah, the other thing as well is that in terms of information, it was Snacks who had the majority. I think he spotted him actually crossing over towards the pit. Even had an incendiary as well, so could have just looked to force him off the angle instead, but
But that's always the case, right? If you use the incendiary to force out Boopski, then if he's not close enough to the hay wagon, he can't catch Boopski falling back from the Molo. And if he lets him fall back from the Molo, then Boopski has the information that Snacks is there. So he definitely wanted to just try to surprise him. He didn't think Boopski would be instantly peeking short, and I can totally understand that. But Boopski one step ahead, and because of that, we're going to overtime. But as you say, now it comes into play. No more tactical pauses for Fragsters. And if they do get behind, if Virtus.pro win the first few rounds, then they're really out of options. At least in terms of talking. I guess they could do a technical timeout, but it seems like they know the rulebook in and out, and are good guys that don't talk during technical timeouts, of course. So.
But they can read minds and hear us.
Of course. But who can't?
Here we go. Console started talking to Fragsters. I don't mean the Danish player. It's a queue for the toilet. John, I might have to join that.
It's a tactical timeout.
Tactical toilet.
Toilet little timeout. Toilet little timeout.
I'm pretty sure that most
teams
speak
see what Snacks is writing? Exclamation mark rules. Exclamation mark help. Please.
I need that one too. That doesn't do anything.
What?
Oh no, actually it says available commands.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't do anything. It just tells me that it's there.
Guys, what happened during technical pause? We heard one of you destroyed the mouse. Is it true? Okay, I know for sure who that is. I don't know. At least I've played at a LAN versus Stown, and he just fucking smashed the table.
Hulk smash.
Yeah. Yeah, Mine. It's the Danish player.
Oh god. Well, the ready ups have been called. The toilet break is over.
Clip.
Also known as a TeamSpeak issue in many cases.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Have you ever had a pizza delivered and called a TeamSpeak problem?
No, because... No, and it will never happen again. Because
again?
I can't order pizza.
Well, yeah, but you said again, so that means in the past it did happen.
I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't really... I don't really like ordering delivery.
Have you ever, like, gone and got food and said it was a TeamSpeak issue? Or, like, gone to the toilet and said it was TeamSpeak?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Because I feel like the amount of TeamSpeak issues that seem to occur are far more than are actually TeamSpeak issues.
I mean, even in Sprout, we've been taking some tactical timeouts with TeamSpeak issues.
Have you just given away your secrets?
I mean, everyone does it. It's the same. I mean, all teams take a tactical pause and then look up the money. That's just how it is. Look up the money of the other team. Everyone does it. It's really impossible to really do anything against.
Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer that question, man. But no, it's just everyone does it, and it's just impossible to counter. It's not something I personally am fond of, but it's just impossible to do anything about, really. So
here we go. Buyback in OT once again, and Boopski's going to continue his reign of terror after clutching out the previous, with starting this one off in a similar fashion. Mihu up above is going to win the battle back, at least turning it into a 4 versus 4, and rotation will be in instantly from Neo to look to support his teammate. However, the T side are still looking to gather up, but the fact is they haven't really decided which side they're going to hit just yet, falling into a default. This seems to be quite common for them, even when they just even things up and refresh. Working the pick will catch out Pasha, leaving 3 players remaining for the CT side, and I wonder if we're going to see a little bit more aggression from them. Perfect flash from Bialy will catch Stown with his pants down and leave the push to now rotate back towards this B site. However, it seems like the CT side do have themselves the read. Neo's going to be here, but it seems to be caught in 2 minds as whether or not he should be going towards B. The answer is he should. Although, now the T's even switch things up. And Bialy is going to fall to the hands of Refresh once again.
That's an amazing play. That's actually so smart. They throw the smoke, and you could see Neo and Bialy was not convinced and then the AWP shoots. And usually, especially in these like 3 versus 3 scenarios, wherever the AWP is where the bomb is, right? So they shoot the AWP randomly, which causes Bialy to rotate because they say the AWP is here, and then Refresh is just locked in rotation. I can only imagine it's Refresh doing that call, and it's really, really cerebral. You like my fancy words?
Oh.
Yeah. I can say it again. Cerebral.
Right, you ruined it now.
Cerebral.
The first time it turned me on, the other 2 times it's
it was even
down.
better.
Back down.
Okay, sorry. I'll never say it again, sorry. Dad.
There we go, though. Once again, the double AWP set, of course, 16k, so plenty of money for the CTs to buy back in with, and Snack's going to go aggressive here. Instead, it's actually Pasha to fall, and their quick wrap around from Dragonfly will net him so much map control. In fact, there's only one player actually over towards this A site now. Neo is here alone and falls to Dragonfly as well. Already looking like an impossible retake for Virtus.pro as the smokes have fallen and the bomb is on the site. 35 seconds, that's all it took.
It was actually crazy how fast that was, and because they invested in a double AWP, the money even tells us that okay, it's not rough because of the golden rule, but if they, I mean,
I think they'll still be okay. They only need to really save one weapon. I think that'll be enough to actually buy whatever they want.
Still, it would be best if they don't all die.
Never mind, they will. So yeah, it's still they've got no problems actually buying into the next round anyway. But the fact is,
everyone won't have full utility, right? Oh yeah, maybe they actually will. Quick maths. They even have double AWP. So Pasha and Snack's pretty low on utility at least because of the double AWP.
And it hasn't really been working. A quick couple of pushes coming in from the T side has been enough, and they've now got the first 2 rounds on the T side of this half. Dragonfly leading the way with 29 kills in the server. It's looking like Fragsters are ready and set to take this to a 3rd map, moving towards Nuke. Still got work to do, and Mihu's had enough of waiting around. He's going to go very aggressive, look to try and just smoke off Torben.
He didn't even reload his gun. So he's only got 10 bullets now. I'm not sure if he even realized that that did not happen. Let's hope. Yeah, okay, nice. I was just about to say, let's hope this doesn't change the outcome of the round, because that would be pretty crazy. Bialy, in a world of trouble, uses the model perfectly, and now they have to... What? Okay, Boopski and Refresh get an entry each, as Neo trades out Refresh. And now it's down with the AWP. Misses the shot on Mihu, who then gets the kill, and even gets the info on Boopski. Peeks out with the pistol, takes him down as well. Really, really well played by Mihu. Now it's all left to Torben, who throws a bit of a weird model. Gets the first kill though, gets the second kill as well, and almost the third. If he hits 1 bullet there, Snacks goes down through the model. That's actually pretty crazy. Did you see what happened to Bialy?
No.
He threw the model in apps, and Refresh never stopped running. He just hit him in the head on the first bullet. It's completely crazy, man. And then they almost lost the round due to that, because if not, Bialy surely gets 2 kills. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Well, that's Counter-Strike for you sometimes.
One does go back into the hands of Virtus.pro at least, and now moving on to the T side, of course, a very close couple of halves for either side. It was an 8-7 in favor of the T's, but now, well, with full utility, full weaponry and whatever they desire, this is where the CT side normally comes to play. So we'll see if Virtus.pro can bounce back with at least a couple and take us to a second OT, or if they will be able to take it with all 3 rounds. Whereas Fragsters, well, they only need to get themselves 1 to survive into the next, and 2 to take us to Nuke.
And who doesn't want to see Nuke? The Observer doesn't want to see Nuke. It's actually it's a real shame.
I heard the Observer absolutely hates Nuke.
Okay. I heard the Observer absolutely hates everyone and everything.
Yeah, no, that's actually I quite like Chocolate. Chocolate's good.
Yeah.
I mean the Observer. Like,
yeah, of course.
I broke the 3rd wall. It's over. Here we go though. Double AWP setup for the CT side. He's somewhat just lurking around middle at the moment. We're seeing somewhat of a gamble from Fragsters, playing more of a rotator, an ability to quickly push back. I missed the nades that were being thrown. I quite like those, just as force like the AWPers off the angles.
Yeah, they did them a lot in the Virtus.pro Hellraisers. Oh, not Virtus.pro. Hellraisers Reserve.
Yeah.
They kept triple nading and stuff. It was really nice.
Either way, though, Bubsky is going to remove one from action behind the smokes down. Is just lurking in the corner. And as it begins to fade, he has a decent chance to just shut this down. 2 quick kills. Snacks and me who are gone. And now it's on to just the 2 remaining players pushing out of apps to try and get anything. Stown just continues his reign of terror. And Neo is all that's left. He's pretty damn good at clutches, but even he can't pull that one back. So 2 rounds needed now from Virtus.pro just to survive in this map. Otherwise, Nuke is up and coming.
You want to hear how to break 2 rules at once?
Sure.
Fight Club. Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah. I just made that up. That was actually a really bad joke.
Yep, no it was. But that's pretty much how this cast has gone. Nades galore.
It's just one big joke.
Ooh, Snacks has been tagged very low indeed. Of course, this is the chance for Fragsters to take this over the line. Bubsky in a decent position here. Actually, the T's are just going to fall off back to that slow pace. I'm liking the switch up as well from the CT side. They've gone aggressive into these apartments. You've got Stown watching the balcony and even going to continue his push forward, clearly gaining in confidence in me who caught with an aid in hand. We'll now leave things, well, back into a 4v4 as quickly his teammate Bubsky is removed. Refresh actually going to try and just slow things down as the T's looking to almost just capitalize off the back of this. He's going to wait around the edge of the smoke and he's being tagged. Neo doing the damage. Pasha trying to spam through. He has managed to hold on to the edge of things, but look at the rotation from the CT side. They've got 3 men over towards this site already, leaving Stown alone. Now, he's been good, that's for sure. This is quite a big task for the youngster if they do opt to go back, and Virtus.pro definitely not dedicated to this B site just yet.
Refresh with another Molo here. It's going to be coming in. They can't really push through it. So this will be really hard, especially now that there's 3 players on the B bomb site. But Virtus.pro, not really much of a choice. They have to go for it. Torben also lurking inside the smoke, going to be catching the perfect timing. They might not even be aware that Refresh is also here, and they are not. So he does kill off one. Snacks inside of the smoke. The only man that can now make a difference in this matchup. And it could be happening if he takes down just one of these players, but it won't happen, it appears to be. As Refresh is going to be getting the defuse, and we're going to be looking at a 3rd map incoming. It's going to be Nuke. Stay with us and all that jazz. And we will see you. Me, Tom, and the Observer will see you on Nuke.